tonight's gonna be fun. We're maybe marathoning 1 or 2, maybe 3. Who God knows how many. But we're having some fun.
Yep.
And you guys know the drill. So here's the thing. We have on deck. We have 30 Days a Night, and we have Oculus, which none of us have seen.
Yeah.
So we're gonna watch those for sure. Probably. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
And then I want to watch possibly Jay and Silent Bob for like the first time in over a decade.
We'll see. Anyway, love you guys.
It came out.
Love you guys. Guess what? It'll be like it'll feel like nothing happened. We'll be talking to you guys in 3, 2, 1.
Bye.
Here we go, guys. Anyway, 30 Days a Night. Matt, you know what to do. Here we go. Give us the rundown.
Yeah. So the synopsis. In the far northern hemisphere, the small town of Barrow, Alaska, experiences a solid month of darkness every year. Though most of the residents head south for the winter, some townspeople remain behind. However, those that stay regret their decision when one year hungry vampires descend on Barrow to feed. There's more, but it's cut off, and I don't know why it doesn't show the whole thing. But that's all I really
pretty
need to
much
know.
sums it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
That works.
It's not what you would call a plot-heavy movie.
No.
Yeah. So, I feel like as our special guest, Kenda today, John, would you like to start? Start with your likes.
What did you like about this movie?
Okay, likes. Well, I would say that I liked the style of the movie. It had a very graphic novel type of look to it.
Yes.
That's
Which-
because it's part of a graphic novel.
Which makes sense. So if you're into those type of graphic novel looking movies, it had that feel for it. So I enjoyed that. I liked the
There's a lot of those.
cinematography. I think they did a pretty good job of making you
Yeah.
feel like you were in an isolated town up in Alaska in the middle of winter.
Zach?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ditto with John there. I like the cinematography. I like the style of it. I won't get too super spoiler into it, but it helps that I did just read the graphic novel of this, so it kind of helped me out to nitpick a little things here and there. The thing I really liked is these are vampires.
None of that shiny bullshit.
These are vampires.
Legit vampires.
And they're brutal, and it is a gore fest, and I am thoroughly in love bloody movies. So, my vote, yes, I loved it because of the goriness. Matt?
Like you guys have said, the gore, the stylistic choices that they made, because it's very graphic novel, almost noir film-esque. Where like they get that black and white darkness almost like the bad guys were like that's one of the things I noticed. The humans were more colored, while the bad guys were more black and white, like to show the difference between the two, which was pretty cool. Cinematography throughout the movie was good.
Kick it off for us. I mean, unless you want to kick it back to John for the negatives and then go back around.
Go for it. Round
Just
robin style.
Yeah,
ahead,
so I think this is kind of falling to the hype machine a little bit, because you did hype it up a little bit. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I still enjoyed the movie enough, but you did mention that they are much more thorough in the actual graphic novel, and they're just not as thorough in the movie, which that's understandable. You don't have that much time typically. But for as long as this movie was, I feel like they could have easily put more stuff in from the novel.
They could have easily done it for sure.
Because it was just like...
There's a lot of plot holes.
Yeah. Well, not just that. It's just like... There's just a lot of dead time of the vampires like staring at the cameras or being like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get you," kind of thing.
I would agree with Matt. I'd say that it was definitely weak on story, and there was a lot of dead time where they could have easily fit in some explanation as to why the vampires were there, what their goal was. And fortunately, Zach had just read the graphic novel, so he was able to help kind of fill us in with a little bit of the backstory. But a movie shouldn't need to have supplemental material read in order to
that's
know
one of the things
what was going on.
I hate with for instance, that's one of the negatives I'll always have for Star Wars.
Yeah.
In fact,
Star Wars.
Yeah, because there's all this backstory that they kind of tease in the movie. Yet,
But
it's only in the comics that you really understand.
Which Star Wars are you talking about?
Well, the recent ones mainly.
He's saying in general,
right.
Star Wars has a bunch of
There's
stuff
so
laid
much
out on the table.
backstory that they hint at in the movies, but it only shows up in the comics.
Yeah.
For instance, Last Jedi, that whole Maz Kanata scene, that's something that you only really understand.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to.
You shouldn't
have to read
Yeah.
additional materials in order to understand the movie. A good movie will have all the relevant
Everything out for
information
you.
presented in the actual movie.
Yeah.
So for me, one of the major downsides was definitely the plot.
Yeah.
The acting, although I like Josh Hartnett in other movies, I'd say in this one he was a little wooden. Not his best acting performance, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
For being that I just read this at work when I was taking a couple groups to the library, it helped out with the movie. But like these two said, you shouldn't have to have the side story in your hand to be oh, this is why they're doing this is why they're doing that. So that's a huge negative for a movie to be leaving so many little plot holes. And the one thing that I really enjoyed, and again this is going back to the graphic novel, is the graphic novel allowed you to understand the vampires.
Yeah,
there are so many different things in this movie where there are no subtitles. Certain times you get to see subtitles and you get to hear what the vampires are saying. In the graphic novel, every time a vampire says something, you know what they're saying.
Yeah, you actually.
In the movie, most of the time when they're talking, you don't understand what they're saying.
Exactly. So,
well, to kind of hop onto that point, it's really weird too because in the beginning it shows subtitles.
And then it slowly dies out.
No, it's just abrupt.
Yeah, it stops.
And what makes no real sense is again to go with that backstory thing. That you need to know the backstory.
You have to read this comic, otherwise
to understand what they even mean by what they said. Because the last line that we get subtitles for, which it's the only line in the second and third act that gets subtitles from the vampires, is give them no reason.
Give them no reason to fight back.
What the fuck does that mean?
That's literally it.
So, literally, and the great thing, that really helped out, and I think that which is going to be a little probably reason why my score is probably going to be higher than them too, is that in the graphic novel, everything is laid out. But that is every book you ever read. Every book that you ever read.
The books are always going to be more in-depth.
Movie is always the book has more detail.
Yeah.
But in this case, the movie has no detail.
Yeah.
The movie it's a massacre. That's all you're pretty much getting out of this story is that vampires are hungry and they want to kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
But in the graphic novel, it's a whole different story. So, I could go on for 45 minutes about this, but I'm not going to. So, what I'm trying to say is, as if you were to say, is it as good as the graphic novel? Hell no. Is it good for a vampire movie in general? Are the vampires cool and are there some crazy ass deaths in this movie?
Yeah.
Yes. But as a movie, is it good? No.
No.
There are so many different plot holes and things like that just leave you wondering what the hell is going on.
Let's just get down to brass tacks. What's your score?
My score, I'm going to go with a 7. I know I said a little bit earlier I was going to go with a 7.5, but I'm going to go with a 7.
Yeah.
as a movie in general, did I have fun with it? Yes. But critiquing this movie, there's a lot of things wrong with this.
Yeah. John?
I'm going to go ahead and use a letter grade. I'm going to give it...
Oh, he wants to do a letter grade.
He wants to switch that?
I'm going to give it a C.
Okay, so it's like a 6.5.
And the reason I'm giving it a C is because stylistically I enjoyed it. It had some good action scenes. I liked the way it looked. But it was weak plot-wise, and the acting was somewhat weak. And it could have been so much more than it was. So I was disappointed in the fact that it had potential to be a lot more entertaining than it was.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it was bad. That's why I'm giving it a C and not worse. But it could have been a lot better.
I score. I'm going to give it a 6. Like you said, thinking about it now and talking over it, it made me realize some other things, and it's just like, don't get me wrong, it's a cool movie, and like I would add it to my collection because it's cool. It's one of those movies, again, you can shut your brain off and just kind of enjoy the action and violence.
It looks good.
It looks good. Stylized vampire movie.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
No, it's not.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah, it's an okay movie.
Right. Exactly.
So 6 for me. You said a C, so it's basically 6.5.
Yeah, around the 7.
And I'm gonna go 7 just because I actually read the graphic novel.
And it improved enough for you.
But there are a lot of things I do not like about this movie. But go into the comment section. Here, I'll do this for you guys. If you want to hear me talk about it, go into the comment section and let me know if you want me to go into full detail, and I will do a whole review about this movie. Of what's the difference between the graphic novel and the movie.
You know, I think if we do that, I think we should all read the graphic novel so we can kind of do our own.
Go to the Brentwood Library and pick it up.
I think I will. John, you should too.
There's only one copy, so whoever gets there first.
So I'll just get it and we'll all read it together. It'll be our little story time.
Anyway, guys, maybe
we'll just review the graphic novel instead.
Anyway, you guys know what time it is. It is time. If you're not a part of Team Average and not a part of the family already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. It lets us know that you guys like what we're doing here. Also, go into the comment section. Did you guys see this movie? Did it scare you? Did it make you go crazy? Did it make you want to lock your doors and turn off the lights and in your closet? I don't know where I was going with this. But let me know.
Zach, do you have something you need to tell us?
Hide in the closet. Tom, you gotta come out the closet.
Damn it.
Tom, it's okay. Tom, you gotta come out the closet, Tom. Anyway, after that, go into the comment section. Again, guys, go into the comment section. Let us know what you guys think about this movie. Is it fun? Is it entertaining? Is it one of the more fun vampire movies, or do you not like it? I can tell you right now, it is in my top 5 vampire movies, but they're not a lot of good vampire movies.
There really isn't.
So, I mean, that's just saying that. But also go and hit that share button. It is Christmas time. Do you know what that means? It is Christmas spirit time. Hit the share button. Share this around the world. Share it with your friends, your family. Give it as a present. I don't care.
Share the love.
We here at Your Average Watcher, we are great as a present. I promise.
Yeah.
After that, there's not much more to do.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. We love you.
Yeah.
Matt.
And one thing before I do so. Once again, sorry for being kind of sporadic with the videos as well, because it's final season, so I've been really busy. So it's going to be, the schedule, he hates it. He wants to do a video every day.
So mad.
Yeah, he's absolutely livid. But we need all the watchers to be a part of the video. So, sorry about that. But this is next semester is way laxer, and I'm not going to be going crazy.
God.
Because I'm going crazy this semester. So,
all right.
Thank you guys for sticking with us.
Thank you guys for watching. Matt, you're the closest person. Say goodbye. We love him. Bye, guys.